Okay guys, welcome back. We are going to be press M to return to menu. We're going to be playing museum mode here. Welcome to museum mode. This mode is still in early stage under construction. This mode aims to show the Titanic in a relaxed, informative way. It also aims increasing the frame rates and RAM usage compared to Explorer mode by decreasing poly counts. Is still being modeled, so the portion you see is only part of the final mode. This mode might replace Explorer mode when completed. For now, I hope you enjoy exploring the parts and learning something about the history of the ship. Okay, so we are in museum mode. As you see, this is the other Titanic game. The better Titanic game. Stuff is just gorgeous here, like the chairs and such. Everything is not rendered out. Of course, the port side first class entrance on B deck. This is where all first class passengers enter the Titanic in Southampton on its maiden voyage. And I just like the textures in this game. I like the light on the floor and the tiling on the floor. Corridor. This corridor runs forward. It grants access to first class cabins. Can I go? No? Okay. First class elevators. There were only elevators in first class and go from A to E deck. There was seating inside, an elevator operator to open and close the gates. The elevators were driven by electric motors, which were cased in top of the shafts on boat deck, behind the honor and glory crowning time. Okay, so elevator shafts. Okay, and you can see how there was a seat in there and mirrors. Very posh. Oops. Corridor. This corridor runs forward, grants access to first class cabins. And you can see the list of the decks. Unfortunately, this game was abandoned. There's something about it. It's just so gorgeous. Wait, can I not go up? Yes, I can. There's no sound. That's quite alright. This is not exploration mode, so there's no musica in this one. Revolving door. Beyond this door is a corridor that leads to the first class reading, writing room, and the first class lounge. Okay, that does not work in museum mode. The grand staircase. This was the biggest staircase on the Titanic and went from boat deck all the way down to F deck. It was only for first class passengers and considered very luxurious. It was based on the design of the staircase in Versailles, especially the staircase in the Palais Garnier. The grand staircase was made out of oak wood and contained many detailed carvings. You can see there's just a luxury of details in this ship. Now, this game unfortunately hasn't been worked on in about a year. But it's such a shame because I really like the feel of this one. I don't see why people fight, because there could have been room for two games because they were so different from one another. Obviously, the entire ship is not here. There's just so much detail. And I am in love with that chandelier, with the lighting and I love that so much about this ship. Now, were we in Explore mode, you would get to hear the beautiful soundtrack. Unfortunately, museums are quiet. Okay. Let's see if we can explore any more. First class promenade. The promenade ran from the fort to the aft of the Titanic. It was not very luxurious compared to other first class facilities, but was quite a large area. Passengers could rent deck chairs to relax or just stroll around the deck. Titanic's forward promenade deck was enclosed rather than open like an Olympic. This means there were only rectangular windows instead of a railing. This was done because Olympic passengers complained about the ocean water coming in during bad weather. That's some terrible irony right there. But look, you can see the stars in the night sky. And night has fallen as we are exploring the Titanic. This is just so pretty. Let's go this way. See? It's just, it amazes me. I don't have any game making skills at all, so I love this one. This is my true love as far as Titanic games go. Okay, we saw that. The mountain pass. Okay. I do believe we are where we entered. Let's just make sure. Yes. Okay. Let's go this way. Everything is just so nice. Da 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 da. Inquiry office. This office was used for multiple purposes, such as buying tickets for the pool, gym, squash court, or bathhouse. Passengers could also request for a little to be sent in the form of a telegram. They would fill out a form, which would then be sent to the Marconi room to be transmitted. Dun, dun. Obviously, since this is museum mode, it's going to be a little truncated from the main game. While the corridors won't be here. Corridor runs forward, grants access to first class cabins. And here we are with the da-da-da. Let's go down. You can see reflections. And it was not at the development stage where the other game was, but you can see where details were put in, like the rugs, the texture of the leather furniture, plant fronds, everything was getting there. First class reception room. This area was reserved for first class passengers to relax before and after dinner. The entrance to the dining salon is at the aft wall of the reception room. Now this, interestingly enough, seems to be a slightly different design than Explore mode. Unless, of course, I have once again got lost on the Titanic. Which I tend to do quite a bit. I tend to get lost on the Titanic. First class dining salon. The dining salon is behind this wall. The windows in this wall are different on the Titanic compared to the Olympic, which had multiple narrow arched windows. This recent discovery was made by the team on the upcoming game, Titanic Honor and Glory. So for all those people that keep posting mean comments about this game, this developer was quite aware of the other game. There's never any subterfuge that I saw. And really, it's kind of moronic that people were fighting over which was the better game. Because, well, how many games do you know for the Titanic? You would think you would want all the possible games out there on the Titanic if you actually love the ship. And the weird thing was, I was getting nasty fanboy comments every time I played this game from people that I don't think give two meows about the Titanic. I'm like, yeah, you really seem like a history buff. Da, 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 da. First class dining room. The first class dining salon is behind this wall. The windows in this wall are different. Just, I love this game so much. Oh my god, is that a menu? I can't read. Oh my god, I can't read it. First class dining saloon. This was the biggest first class dining facility on board the Titanic. Seat 554 passengers. Serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Passengers would be alerted for dinner by Peter Fletcher, who would play the roast beef of Old England. So there you go. Peter Fletcher was at the keys. This game is just so much pretty. I love this game. I mean, on this game, you can have the graphics up to max and you're fine. Da, 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 da. And just the fact that, like, stuff reflects, like, as you're traveling, light reflects off things. If you watch the plates as I walk by, the lights will reflect off them. I love this game. Unfortunately, I can't even give you a link to download. This game no longer exists. If you had paid for it way back when, over a year ago, you have your copy. If not, unfortunately not. Okay, we're going to have to go back out the way we came in. Piano. I don't have a problem with the other game. They're both good games. What I have a problem with is that people got so competitive. We don't have both games. Okay, slowing down a little bit. Under construction. Fair enough. Let's go on to... Is this Scotland Road or... Yes. Scotland Road. The corridor runs across the entire length of the ship. It was mainly used by staff or third-class passengers. It connects the third-class rooms to the salon and grants access to a lot of crew sleeping quarters as well as storage on E-deck. Under construction. But we can go this way. Okay, it's starting to slow a little. I could run, but there's no real reason to run. Third class dining saloon, aft. This was where third class single meals ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It had an approximate capacity of 235 and was considered quite comfortable for the time period. So this is where third class meals would have dined. Single meals, those with families would have dined in a different area. Very different time period. I know today people are scratching their heads wondering why single meals would have been kept out of the rest of the population. Propriety's sake, it was very important at the time. Okay. Let's go back up. Okay. Ooh, it seems to have gotten darker as we explore. Let's lay on the running shoes. Can we go down any further? Yes, we can. Da 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 da. Da. Turkish bath cooling room. This room was for first-class passengers to cool off after having a bath. Is one of numerous rooms in the Turkish bath area. The price of entry at the Turkish bath was $1. This room is very lavish and is highly inspired by Middle Eastern culture. So pretties. So many pretties. I believe squash courts are not too far from here, but I forget whereabouts exactly they are. And remember, this would have been quite opulent for the time. It would have been quite a thing. They didn't have quite what we have today, but obviously, given technology. But it was the best of the best for the given time period. I know if you watch a lot of cruise videos today, you're thinking, why aren't there any, why isn't it designed like a Carnival cruise ship or a Disney ship? Well, that was not the culture of the time. And away we go. Obviously, since this is museum mode, we will not be able to bingy-bangy at the piano. Here we go. Let's go up this way this time. Okay. I know we can climb above sea deck. Come on. Come on, sweetheart. I know you can get up those stairs. There you go. You did it! Yay! And this is where the tour started. No, it does not appear we can go. Let's see. Come on. You went up these stairs before. There we go. You can see the beautiful night sky outside. You can also strangely see the floor. But, it was early days. And I'm sure that was a reflection. But there we go, some decking. It does not look like we'll be able to conquer the outside of the ship. But if you like what you see, let's take one last look at this beautiful light. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. I really enjoy this game. I don't like comparing either game because they're so totally different in their focus, but I really enjoy this game. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.